Hey guys, Amazing Tech here. So this is the Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G. You can check out my unboxing video by clicking that notification above. It's been a few days since I got this phone. I've been using this as my primary phone since then. And this is my review. This is truly a flagship phone in terms of everything you can expect from a flagship phone. The build quality is great. It's a big phone with a great display. The price starts at $1,200, which is $200 less than last year's S20 Ultra 5G. The display is 6.8 inches and it's very comfortable to hold and feels great in your hands. That's because of its curved edges and also it's a bit narrower compared to Apple's iPhone 12 Pro Max. There are some major changes to the design. First, the camera module has gone through some meaningful changes and they look better than the previous version of S series. Now the module just curves into the main body to become one. The color of this phone is Phantom Black, which Samsung has specially created for this phone. It's a great matte black phone. It won't get your fingerprint on it. That's what I like most about this color. The back of the phone is protected with Gorilla Victus glass. Samsung says it's nearly unbreakable. The display is the best on any smartphone, period. There is no comparison to this display. It's a 6.8 inches AMOLED display with an adaptive 120Hz refresh rate. It's also brighter with 50% more contrast. The display can emit up to 1500 nits of brightness in HDR videos. On the inside, the Galaxy S21 series is the first smartphone to bring Snapdragon 888 chip. This processor has really helped Samsung to process images better and add variable refresh rate from 10 Hz to 120 Hz. The phone is very fast. I experienced no lag anytime during my time with it. The phone also has a 5000 mAh battery. It should last more than a day. Some cost cutting will surely infuriate the fans. The most loved microSD slot is gone, so you might want to go for a 256GB version instead of a 128GB version. It's not that expensive. An additional $50 will help. There is no charger in the box as Samsung has decided to take Apple's example. Also, there is no earphones packed this time around. Phone that makes you want to capture 108MP pictures and 8K videos, losing your microSD card slot is a big letdown. Samsung has also added S Pen support, but the S Pen is sold separately and there is no place to hold it, but you may be able to buy a cover with a S Pen holder. The fingerprint sensor is a tad bigger this time around. You don't need to really aim at the sensor to unlock your phone. And of course, now I don't need to worry about removing my mask to unlock my phone. Samsung calls this phone Ultra because of many things. It's because of its large size, great display and build, but primarily the Ultra belongs to its camera system. It's amazing how Samsung stacks up megapixels and zoom, but ends up with a mediocre performance. S20 Ultra suffered from major focusing issues and Samsung tried to fix them, but they are nowhere near to completely fixing them. Samsung says they have made a lot of improvements and S21 Ultra has an improved laser focus, which seem to have fixed those issues effectively. This is redemption time for Samsung camera system. I wouldn't mind saying that these cameras are an all-rounder system, which is superior to iPhone 12 Pro Max in many cases and at par with many other use cases too. This phone also does great on videography with great dynamic range and improved image stabilization. 8K video is still a unique offering in S21 Ultra, but I miss the microSD slot. I prefer 4K videos, which is more practical. But night mode imaging still belongs to iPhone 12 Pro Max. But S20 Ultra is not far behind. Samsung is reaching there fast. It has a 108 megapixel main sensor with a 12 megapixel ultra wide and two telephoto lenses with 10 megapixel each, which is capable of going from 3x to 10x zoom. Based on my testing, all the issues that I've faced with S20 Ultra has been resolved, and I'm very happy with what Samsung has done with this camera system. If you look at the zoom lens, that's where the magic happens. Though it still has a 100x zoom, it doesn't, as usual, make any sense. But the 10x is the best that I have seen on any phones. 30x zoom is reasonably legible, but nothing beyond. Camera system that leads the pack with a faster processor and S Pen support, and everything else makes this a flagship phone and worth its name. Ultra. Thanks for watching.